Approval of minutes for January 3rd, 2012.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Borowski?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
My contention that the January 3rd meeting is unlawful, so therefore I'll be voting no.
Ms. Rafter?
No.
Mrs. French?
No.
Approval of the minutes for January 10th, 2012.
Motion.
Now the roll call, please.
Mrs. Borowski?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
For the same reason, I'll be voting no.
Ms. Rafter?
No.
Mrs. French? No.
Approval of the minutes for January 17th.
Motion. Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Borowski?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson? Mr. Petty? Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
Committee reports. Can I have a motion
I'd
regarding?
like to, these were the ordinances that were handed to us last week and basically told us to take them home and read them, and there was no discussion. And I mentioned that there should have been an ordinance committee meeting before it should have came out of committee, before it even gets voted on. I mean, where did the ordinances come up? I mean, where? All typed up, handed to us. Whose idea was it? Because it didn't come out of committee.
I did not know that it was supposed to be talked to by the committee people at first. I brought it up myself for both ordinances, one for the historical commission and one for the research commission.
Well, then, all right. Then I'd like to make the motion to table the public hearing on ordinance to establish a historical commission and send it back to the ordinance committee for discussion.
Second?
So we're making a motion to
Table
table.
it, send it back to the committee to be discussed
So don't have the
before we move forward.
So delay the public hearing and discuss it at the next committee meeting.
Right.
Okay. Do you have a minute? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Borowski?
Now,
Ms. Peterson?
No.
Mr. Petty? Ms. Foley?
No.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
motion carries. Motion failed. Therefore, I'd like to make a motion on the holding of the public hearings on March 13th for the Historical Commission and the Human Nations Commission.
Which name motion to hold a public hearing on March 13th, vote on March 20th, and also authorize the advertising. That's the motion.
Can I have a roll call, please? Yes.
Mrs. Borowski?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Ms. Foley, I don't think you're far off. These are good ordinances, but we have to start following protocol around here, so therefore I'll be voting no, even though I think your ordinances are pretty well informed.
Ms. Rafter?
No.
Mrs. French?
Same reason as Mr. Wiggins. No.
Motion carries. Motion to hold a public hearing on March 13th for the ordinance of Human Relations Commission.
Nazi Germany, dude.
Voting on March 20th and authorizing the advertising of this Human Relations Commission.
Motion.
And then a roll call, please.
Mrs. Borowski? Mr. Benny?
Okay.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Longoria?
Same reason, no.
Ms. Rafter? Mrs. French?
No.
I ask council to approve, motion carries for a public hearing on March 13th for Human Relations Commission. We're having a, advertisement for the voting on it. I'd like to ask council to approve the borough bill list.
Madam President, I have something still under the committee reports. I have 2 items.
Okay.
One is I met with Officer Danny White, who's also our FEMA czar, and he's would desperately like to meet with the police and FEMA committee just to go over what how FEMA operates and what their duties are and everything. So I think we need to get with him as soon as possible.
He has already spoken to me. He plans on coming to our March 13th committee meeting. He said he put it in the schedule, and he said it should take about a half hour.
Great, great. And also, I want to do the same thing under police. In December, we talked about this in committee. We voted it out of committee. Therefore, I'd like to make a motion tonight to give the Civil Service Commission the authority to advertise and administer the patrolman test for the purposes of hiring another full-time officer.
It's in the budget, Mr. Bisseni said we were following the 2012 budget. It's budgeted in there.
Second.
We have a roll call, please.
Mrs. Brodsky?
No.
Ms. Peterson?
No.
Mr. Benny? Ms. Foley? Mr. Longoria?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion fails.
Money's already there, Madam President.
And we're down to
Are you ready?
Now I'm going to vote on something that I haven't.
You expect them
You just asked them to, exactly.
to? You said you're gonna file the
Motion failed.
budget.
Please have council approve.
The 1%'s not in there, but the police is, but you can't get it.
I have another. I'd like to make a motion to unfreeze the salaries and pay all the employees retro to January 1st according to the resolution that was passed December 20th, 2011, which includes the crossing guards, the library aides, part-time secretaries that didn't get their raise. They are.
Second.
Your motion, your motion is to,
Unfreeze the
Unfreeze the
salaries that you
salaries.
froze.
I thought that the motion would have expired if we didn't do the budget anyway. I think your motion may be unnecessary.
Are they going to get their raise? Or is that we have to
The
undo the
salary,
motion?
the freeze was in effect to allow for the 15th to review the budget.
Okay.
And it appears that I don't see anybody proposing a revised budget.
Will they get it retro to January
I
1st?
believe that the motion expired. My interpretation of it is that the motion expired. Your motion is unnecessary, but
But
that's,
will they get it January 1st?
I believe that's the way the motion was presented the first time. So,
Okay. And I have another, I'd like to make a motion to waive all interest and penalties for the earned income tax for the tax year 2011. And this was discussed March 22nd, 2011 at a council meeting with Michael Sentex. People were here, I'm sure they remember. So I'd like to waive all the interest and penalties because of that meeting they were sending out bills.
Marion, can you say that, please? Because I-
Motion to waive all interest and penalties for the earned income tax for the tax year 2011. It was discussed on March 22nd, 2011 at a council meeting. Michael Hill from Sentex came in, told us that it would be a 1 year that we could waive it because the tax bills went out late and we discussed about nobody being penalized. So I'd like to make that motion that we waive all interest and penalties and people would only pay what they owe.
Second.
Is there any way we could table this until next month so we can get a definite answer from Centex on this?
There's a 1-year amnesty that's allowed by.
There was a 1 year amnesty. I have the minutes.
It was said at that meeting as well.
Basically, Madam President, our contention was that we didn't want the citizens of Folcroft to have to pay penalties because after the 1% income tax, EIT was in, they didn't get the information until sometimes March, April, and they didn't have enough time to pay the tax, the 1%. They didn't understand what it was. So what we said is we want to make sure that they're not going to be penalized for not knowing what to do. Because it was our, it's our responsibility to make sure they know what to do. That's where this is coming.
Why? Why did that happen?
You live in Folcroft?
Sure do. 50 years.
For Folcroft.
I'd still like to make a motion to have this table, just so that I can understand all the concepts of it.
You can't table other stuff though.
Motion to table has been made. Can I have a roll call? And second. Can I have a roll call, please? Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Penny? Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Boyd?
No.
Ms. Rafter?
No.
Mrs. French?
No.
Oh, no, I ain't paying no penalty no matter what happens. Ain't paying the penalty.
Motion to table carries 4-3. The table for March 13th committee meeting.
I just have a question. I'm not trying to make this. They made a motion. How come wasn't it motion at second, but it wasn't voted on?
The motion to table.
They motion and someone
Motion
seconded.
to table their motion.
Motion, a motion?
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not, you can.
It's the way they do it in Derby.
You can do that everywhere.
I know how to get my Derby dig in.
Can I have a motion to approve the bill list?
Yeah. Don't vote on that one, 'cause we didn't get paid yet.
Mrs. Brodsky?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson? Yes. Mr. Penny?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Boyd?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter? Yes. Mrs. French?
Yes.
Motion carries. Bill list is approved.
Prove that's all we do, we get paid. So make a motion, I'm not gonna write the check.
I have two things to address on our council president report. The Darby Sewer Authority, the minutes and records indicated that the term, fill a term, began on 1/1/08 with Doug Zilla. He was appointed for some reason. The appointment became vacant, and in February, Mr. Ken White was appointed to fulfill the rest of the term. The term began in 1/1/08 and is 4 or 5 year term. Mr. White's term will expire December 31st in 2012, in which case we will look at the sewer authority and see what needs to be replaced and what needs to be done, if anybody. The month of the case, Mr. White was appointed, excuse me, his term expired 12/31. On the 22nd, the old council reappointed him. According to the month of the case, they have a lame duck lane. Therefore, he was not allowed to be reappointed back in November. So we need to appoint someone to fill the position on the month of the case sewer authority. I asked council to appoint Mr. Mark Manners for this position.
Fuck out of here. Nominating Mr. Manners.
And roll call.
He's a 50-year-old.
I can't hear you. Sorry, excuse me. I can't hear what you're saying.
Excuse me, but I thought Penny White was already assigned to that.
The month of the case is saying no, he's not, because he was not put in on January 1st. They put in
Yes, he
the
was.
work is-
He was reappointed in November or December.
Yeah, December.
But under the Municipal Authorities Act, a seat cannot be reappointed until the seat is actually vacant. And because you appointed someone to the seat before it was vacant, that is called a lame duck appointment. And under the Municipal Authorities Act, those appointments are void, and the Muck and the Pavings Authority advised us that the appointment needed to be done by this council.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Kenny White.
Lower any motion to appoint Mr. Manaus.
We make a
Apparently,
motion on top of
it's
the
all
motion.
about
trip, and it's because you don't, another person just don't like.
This is ridiculous.
Just say it's a motion on top of a motion,
Motion
so then
is
when they
made
motion,
and seconded to
Now you're
appoint Mr.
wrong.
Manners. May I please have a
I'd like to
roll
make
call?
an amendment to the motion to appoint Kenny White to that position.
third that. The reason why you might not be appointed.
Did he do something
Now what
wrong?
happens is you guys vote on the amendment, you're gonna vote no, and you vote in who you want again. But I'm making the amendment that we keep Kenny White where he is, because you're changing too many positions in this borough for people that don't know what they're doing. That's what the residents are saying to us. They're not.
Why would we change something if he didn't do anything wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's doing nothing wrong, why are we changing all these positions?
It's really obvious what you're doing. It's ridiculous.
Resign. Get out of here.
There's a second to Ms. Wiggins' roll.
Second.
There's a roll call, please. Mrs. Crosby? No.
No. That's the other side of the table. Only votes for us.
Excuse me.
You should just get a tape. You should just get a tape recorder to play his nose.
There are puppets on that side of the table. I mean, it's really ridiculous. They've never voted against you. What do you have against them? The guy did nothing wrong. You're taking him out of a position, putting somebody else in.
Neither did Judy, and they did
You
that.
didn't even take a vote. You didn't even take a vote. Anybody hear a vote? Anybody hear a vote?
No, I didn't hear a vote.
I didn't hear a vote.
Nobody here heard a vote. Even though we know what the vote's gonna be, we didn't hear it. Yeah, you're just gonna skip over it because you have no answer to that, because you didn't vote. And it's on camera that you didn't vote. It'll be up at like 11 o'clock, so I'll watch it. Okay? Then I'll tell you again that you didn't vote. My name is the Fury, not, get it right.
She bastardizes everybody's last name.
Can I please have a roll call again for Mr. McWiggins?
That's all we wanted.
Amendment to the motion?
That's all.
Crosby.
No.
Peterson. Benny. Foley.
Yes.
Mr. Rafter.
Yes.
Yes.
And the people?
Motion fails. Can I please have the motion to reappoint Arthur Manners?
Your desk, man.
Oh,
What is his qualifications?
Have roll call, please?
You don't need any.
You don't need any, why can't I do it?
I need a job.
Why can't I do
Is
it?
there a reason, there's a reason why you didn't reappoint Kenny?
Excuse me, we're trying to do a roll call. Yes.
Excuse me, we're trying to talk.
The motion was made seconded before Mr. Wiggins made the motion. Is that correct?
Yes.
Give a shit here, take that. And you're supposed to be standing in one spot. Don't move again. Don't move again. Not allowed to move again. You got the camera, you can't move.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
allowed
Read
to
the
move
rules,
until
Artie.
we notice. Don't move.
Can't even follow the rules here. How good are you going to be in this
You didn't
position?
follow rules. You asked the question, I answered. I don't want it answered by you. I want it answered by them.
Next thing I have is Officer Daniel White would like to meet with the
Brain's off too,
council
Artie.
on March 13th to go over the emergency
I'm absolutely recording every fucking thing that's going on, Artie.
You might want to meet with the fire department too. You might want to invite the fire department, considering we do most of the emergency management.
Mr. White handles everything, and he will notify everyone that needs to be there. Thank you. Old business, we have the emergency backup plan on our snow removal in case something happens with our plows, which I hope it doesn't. Mr. Kenny?
I motion to keep them so well. Emergency crew, they have done a great job in the past. Trucks, we're put over down. I can't hear anybody anywhere.
How can you vote on something you can't hear?
Fine, you want to keep it.
I motion to keep same company, the emergency snow.
And who is that?
All right, any more?
Hey, where's my piece? Don't go on, there's no way to see that. That's why, that's good. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Xavier.
Yes.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
I ask council to make a motion on the Freedom of Information Officer for Antonio Melano. It's Tony, our administrative assistant in Borough Hall.
Yeah, we like that.
Motion. Have a roll call, please.
Mrs. Sarowski?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
Motion carries. The appointment of the health officer, unfortunately, looking at the certificate, is not a state exam certificate. Therefore, we need to put back out there that we are in need of a health inspector officer.
How about the fire marshal? Still looking for a fire marshal yet?
How about our chief?
We'll put it on our agenda for next week.
Of course.
Another month without fire, we need to do something.
We're never there. Chief.
Fire marshal.
Can't be going all this time without a fire
You
marshal.
appoint everybody else.
Now, you qualify. That's
I
chief.
better
Throw
look,
names
yeah.
around all this and appoint this and that who you want. But when we need a fire marshal, we have a qualified one here. And that's the president, not by the chief. Why can't he be the fire marshal?
It's not on our agenda, I can't discuss that. I'll bring it into the.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Tom Weber as fire marshal.
Second.
Is there a motion to table it?
You guys say that that is just wrong.
Second. And the roll call is table.
Unbelievable.
Meeting. Mrs. Sarowski? Yes.
Motion.
Unbelievable.
No.
No.
He's the fire chief, why is he not going there for fire
You
marshal?
guys don't care about Folcroft one bit.
Power trip.
Abstain from voting, so you have 3 to 3.
Then the mayor goes to the top. She abstained.
She didn't vote.
Wow.
She knows what you need. You need a fire marshal.
Can we get a roll call read back to us?
Here's the shovel now.
See, we can't hear over here. So
Yeah, we can't hear.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Larry.
Now goes to the mayor.
Now goes to a tiebreaker.
We ready for a tie? We got a fire marshal right here.
right, let's just do it then. Do it again.
The motion, Madam Secretary, repeat the motion so the council knows what it is. What motion was made by whoever it is?
Shh.
The motion was made by Ms. Rafter. To appoint.
Tom Woodward, this time.
Yes.
Second.
And seconded, and voted on.
I will reply here.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Brodsky?
No.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan?
Yes,
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
congratulations.
Seems the tides are changing.
Did you get sworn in tonight? Yes.
Swear on it, Bob. Make it official.
Jump down. Tom, do you mind if we finish?
In the bottom. You got it?
I,
I
Tom Woodward, solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support, obey,
that I will support, obey,
and defend the Constitution
defend the
of
Constitution
the United States
of the United States,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
And I will discharge my duties
I will discharge my duties
as fire marshal
as fire marshal
for the Borough of Folcroft
for the Borough of Folcroft
with fidelity,
with fidelity,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I have a few things, Madam President, under new business. Folcroft Boys Club needs the field, Montgomery Park, from March 1st to July 15th. And I know this didn't get brought up, but it just came on the table. And if we wait until March 13th or 14th, it'll be already past 2 weeks since it needed. I would like to request that we pass it, that it's okay for them to use the field from March 1st to July 15th. Monday through Friday, 5 to 9, Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
We have a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Brodsky?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Mrs. French?
Yes.
I have another. I want to approve a motion for the resolution 2012-06. It's a resolution of the council condemning the actions of Sunoco Incorporated and Sunoco Phillips that harm Delaware County working families and American working families by closing down Marcus Hook and Trainer refineries.
Do I have a motion to approve this resolution? Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Brodsky?
Yes.
Ms. Peterson?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Ms. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. McGuigan?
Once again, Mrs. Peterson, I agree with the resolution and to condemn them, but unfortunately we didn't talk about it in our committee meeting, so I'm going to be forced to vote no again. That's something that I actually believe in.
Ms. Rafter?
No.
Mrs. French?
No.
Resolution 2012-06 is passed.
Illegal motion.
My last motion under new business. I move that the council employee Joseph Papaleo as a parking code enforcement officer, property maintenance employee at a part-time compensation of $13 per hour for a yearly average of 21 hours a week to replace the current quota.
He doesn't live here.
Oh my
He
God.
doesn't live here.
He doesn't know.